wanted to get something in here since I have not put out any postings for Luke's Getaway on the big site or the main YouTube channel. Mary's been doing most of the TikTok stuff. And even then, most of that's been on her channel, so.
Yeah.
But things got a little bogged down with trailer issues, if any of you know about that. Give a quick sum up of it. There have always been some issues with the trailer that finally came to a head as we headed to Texas. The first one was the air conditioning unit in the bedroom, which stopped working. It had to be fixed twice. We think replaced the second time, but not sure about that. One thing was also the cabinet door, which is a flip-up door that the TV's mounted on, and a storage compartment we like to call the office. And that broke on our way down from Texas, or way down to Texas. And then, third thing, oh, leaks. We had a bunch of roof leaks when we got down here to Texas. A lot of it seems like it had to do with the way that the roof was put on and one of the walls, so they had to redo that, new coating on the top. So it's taken until probably just a couple weeks ago that we got a lot of that stuff fixed finally, after almost roughly about 8 months that we've been down here. So, and then on top of that, we found out that our Verizon plan does not support very well the amount of bandwidth we need to upload videos and for me to hook up my Mac and do a lot of the bulk of the editing. I was trying to use my tablet with a really good app that's on the tablets, LumaFusion. It's $20, but it's a lifetime thing, so it works really well. It's just that my tablet's getting old now. Finally got to a point where we have all the things fixed. Luckily, the last couple of things required a 1-day, take the trailer up to Rockport, which is a little north where we are today, which is Port Aransas, and get that fixed. It's a 1-day thing. The roof took 2 weeks, or roughly 10 days. So we had to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks. And that was a struggle. So we got that all fixed. And the last thing was the Verizon wireless plan. Now, we do great with our phones and with the tablet for as far as surfing is concerned. But, you know, when you want to watch TV, you've got an Apple TV, and your wife's using her laptop to do work, you run out of bandwidth really quick on the MiFi hotspot that the tablet or that the computer is on, if you use your Apple TV once a night, which is probably a habit we got into at some point. It's never been an issue before, but it was now. Oh, a big iguana. That's right. No, this one here. Okay, I think I got that. Anyway, so we finally, with all the trailer issues out of the way, and some really good blessings from the Lord, have gotten ahead in our finances enough that we're going to go and do Starlink. Probably get a residential, because we're not really planning on doing a whole lot more moving with the trailer, just because we're afraid of what might happen. And it's doing really fine if it's stable. So, yeah. And what we've also found is, with the diesel prices, taking the RV, that's great if you do it for a vacation and you set aside the money for that. But that was a little difficult to keep doing, and having to pay, $1,500 to $2,000 a trip for fuel. Travel. So we're thinking. I was talking to my dad. He said, "Well, why would you want to move it anymore? Just live out of the thing," which is what our plan is. If we do move somewhere else, just to have a different view or something. Although we're quite happy in Portland where we're at. The RV park is great. We like the Portland area. We like Corpus Christi too, but Portland, as being a smaller town and has a lot of stuff. So it's kind of like Grand Rapids versus Holland. Kind of the way I look at it. Those Michigan terms. Corpus Christi, of course, being the Grand Rapids too. Portland being the Holland. It's kind of the way it feels. Lots of stores and things, and there's traffic in that, but it's a decent little town, so we're enjoying our being there. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, to get into the rest of the things. So the plan is to get Starlink so that we can begin to have much more bandwidth. We won't have to have a bandwidth cap that stops us. So we will be able to use the TV for all the things we do TV for. And once we can do that, and I can update my little Mac Mini, I can start editing videos. I was just saying to Mary, I should have brought my bigger camera. Charge the batteries up, but I haven't done it. There's some reasons for that too, but she's working on something. All right, so Mary and I are at the 5-mile marker on the Padre Island National Seashore, otherwise known as PINS. We were going to do our walk today. Felt like we needed to do something a little different. So here we are. We have our annual pass that we purchased last year and figured we would go ahead and use that. And drove like 5 miles down the beach. And now here we are. The only thing that is concerning is that high tide is around 5 or 5:30 and it's already halfway up the beach. But then again, we're just going to walk about a mile or so and then back to the truck. It's currently, what, 12:30? 1 o'clock?
1:17.
1:17. So we have a few hours before we're really concerned. Although when we looked at where the high water mark is and where people have been driving, it looks like the truck can handle it. So they always require you to have 4-wheel drive a lot of times with this. Although, here comes somebody in a 2-wheel drive car. Yeah, so anyway, the air temperature right now is like, the truck said 73. Feels a little chillier than that, but the wind's blowing pretty good. And it's coming right off the Gulf here, so the water temperatures are right around the lower 60s, 60 to 63, somewhere in that
general vicinity. So we're going to be a little bit on the cool side, but it's good for our walk, and should be good.